Lisa Goodman, and I'm so excited to be here today on behalf of God Has This. Just to let you know a little bit about myself, first of all, I was actually born into a Jewish family, and I had parents who loved God. I had a father who had such a strong faith and a love for prayer. He actually went outside every morning and said his prayers, and he would cover his shoulders with this prayer shawl. And this is called Talit. It's a Jewish prayer shawl. And one of my favorite memories is going outside with him in the morning when he said his prayers. He would take the shawl off his shoulders sometimes, and he would wrap it around me and pray over me. And some of the most precious times of my life were those times outside with my father alone. And that just began my journey of faith. I was taught by my parents the difference between right and wrong, and I always strived to do the right thing as a child. And I had a great family life up until the time, the age of 15, and that's when my father passed away. And so my faith was so strongly rooted in his love for God and the things that he had taught me. It was really like my world fell apart, and I really was angry at God for taking my father. And so from 15 to 30, what I did was try to fill a hole, a pain in my heart, and I just searched for other things to numb the pain, to make things better. And it came to a point at the age of 30 where I consider that I came to the end of me, that just as gracious and faithful and loving as God is, what he had done, he had placed people in my path along the way. He really showed me the love of God and showed me what real faith looks like. And I had a desire. He had been there the whole time, but I really finally came to the point where I wanted to know him, and I accepted him into my heart and became a Christian. And so for many Christians, you probably know, like me, that when you accept Christ in your heart, he makes all things new, but it's also the beginning of a journey of laying things down and giving them to him, because he doesn't want us to hold on to the things of the past. He makes all things new, and those things of the past are things we've done. They're not who we are. What he says about me and what he says about you is that we are a masterpiece, and that he created us for a purpose. He had a plan for us before we were ever born. So I came to, I volunteered in church, and I was very involved, but I still was holding on to some of those things of the past until just a few years ago. I believe that I had an identity crisis. And so the reason I'm sitting in front of you today is because God was asking me again to lay some things down. He said, "Let go, Lisa, I've got this." And I argued, would God say, "I've got this"? And at that moment, there was a woman in Macomb, Mississippi, who had just been given this bracelet. And she felt led to post it on Facebook. I saw the post, and my life would never be the same, because at that moment, I knew God confirmed his word to me, and I really understood how much he loved me. He has connected me with that woman who is Rochelle Frazier and many others who have a heart and a desire for young people to know who they are in Christ, and know that no matter what you've done or where you are, that God has this. This word is the way that I spend time alone with my Father now. His living word has changed my life. It has allowed me to know him and allowed me to know everything that he says about me is true. He is good, he is loving, and we can trust him. And so our message is very simple, and we're spreading it across the country with these bracelets. Let go and trust him, because he loves you. God really does. God has this.